Hi everybody, well welcome back to a new video. It feels like absolutely ages since I've actually sat down and filmed a video for you guys, and in fact it has. I don't think I've done one this year and it's March. My bad. But anyway, I've got a couple of videos that I'm planning to film today, and of course I have to put some makeup on, so I thought I would just share a simple makeup routine with you guys. Okay, so I have my little setup. I've got my little mirror because you guys know I'm a bit blind, and I'm using my brand new phone camera setup. It does have a ring light attached to it, but I'm not using it yet, and it makes me feel like I've got some proper equipment now, which is crazy. I'm still using my phone though. But yeah, so I have washed my face with my normal CeraVe cleanser, and then I have used a glycolic acid toner, just my daily toner, and then some more Clinique Moisture Surge as my moisturizer. So my face is all ready to go. So let's start with primer. So I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. So I don't even know when it was, a couple of months ago I said that I didn't like this primer, and it has kind of won me over. I think the more that I've used it and the more that I've got used to it and seen quite how good it is for the price, I have really grown to like it. It does get very sticky, which is what it's supposed to do. I say you just have to get it on really quickly, otherwise you can't move it anywhere on your face. Next I'm going to do my foundation. So the foundation that I have been using at the moment is the Clinique Even Better Clinical. I got this for Christmas. I had one before, but it was in a slightly too darker shade, and this is in the shade CN02 Breeze, because I'm pale and pasty, it's the winter. And this is one of my absolute favourite full coverage foundations. I think it's been tied between this one and the It Cosmetics CC cream. They're both just fantabulous there. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. Fantabulous, fantastic and fabulous. They are just incredible. This has been my daily foundation. Yes, it's a tad on the expensive side. I think it's about £33, so not too bad, but it is wonderful. So I'm going to put some of that on. I'm also going to put some of the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. This is still really hard to come by, but I really enjoy using it on its own, and also I put it on with my foundation and blend them all out together. I'm not going to put too much on because I don't really need too much. It's a Sunday. I'm not going to work. If I was going to work, this would be it wouldn't be a couple more little steps. So I just do a couple of swatches of that too. And now we get my foundation brush, move my hair and just blend it in. I knew I was going to forget something and for some reason I knew it would be concealer, and it is. So my concealer is in my bedroom, so I'm just not going to use any. I'm going to take a little bit more of my foundation and just put it under my eyes and use it like concealer. I told myself not to forget the concealer. That's the one thing I did because it sits in a different part of my makeup. But if I did have it, the concealer I've been using at the moment is the NYX Bare concealer. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I have been absolutely loving that one. So that has worked absolutely fine as a concealer for today. So next thing I'm going to do is just powder my face just a little bit. But I tend to focus under my eyes, on top of my eyelids, around my nose and my chin, because I know that's sort of where either my makeup budges or I get a little bit oily. So when I'm getting ready for work, I almost bake, so I leave the powder. I use a loose powder and I leave it under my eyes. It also helps me when I'm doing my eyeshadow. If I get any fallout, I can just brush it away, but I'm not too fussed about that today. So that's done. Next thing is eyebrows. You guys know that I don't worry too much about my eyebrows. Maybe I should. I have actually been thinking about getting them tweezed, waxed, tweezed, whatever you do with your eyebrows. But I'm just a little bit worried that it will, I don't know. I don't mind my eyebrows. They could just do with neatening up a little bit, but I don't fuss with them. It's probably what I spend the least amount of time on, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Eyebrows are done. So don't worry too much about those. Next thing I'm going to do, oh, I've forgotten that too. Oh, I've forgotten lots of things. Oh well, we'll make do with what we've got. I'm taking my Friends Revolution palette. This is, I don't know, this palette just makes me happy just because of the case. But it has so many different shades in it and I love it. So today, I don't really want to tell you guys what shades I'm using because they're all weird. There's Ross, Chandler, Joey, Monica, Rachel, Phoebe, the usual. I mean, they're all characters from Friends, which I have been watching a lot recently anyway. I don't want to tell you, but okay, so this colour here and this colour here I'm going to combine, and that is Ugly Naked Guy and Mr. Heckles. And all I'm going to do is pat that in. I have really been using my fingers lately rather than any brushes. I don't know if it's just the type of eyeshadows that I've got, but they definitely blend a lot better just using fingers, and you don't lose half of the pigment. I'm also going to mix in some Estelle, which is the bottom one, which is a more goldy one. So trying to get it up a little bit higher on my eyelids, and then going to go in with this colour here, which is Monica, and I'm just going to put that on the corner, so it's quite a sort of a pinky reddy tone. I did this for the first time, well, I've probably used the colour before, but not sort of in a muted, trying to do a very light sort of makeup look, although it doesn't look very light right now. I'm going to change my finger and do just make it so it is slightly lighter and blend it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so that is all I'm doing with that. So one of the things that I left in my bedroom in my makeup kit is some of the Maybelline, they're not like eye tattoos, but they're 24-hour stay, the eyeshadow pot. It's like the gel eyeshadows. I have absolutely been loving putting that under my eye as eyeliner, because it does not budge, and I absolutely love that about it. But in retrospect, I should have put that in, but I didn't. So what I'm going to use is one of my e.l.f. mini ones, and I'm going to use the brown colour in this one. So I did have one, I can't remember what colour they were. This is Truffles, the one that you guys saw me buy when I bought this actually. I did a little mini haul on it. I've nearly used all of that. It's going to be in an empties video whenever I have enough products to do an empties. But all I'm doing with this is tightlining and then underlining my eyes as well. Just add it a little bit colour. Again, I don't want to do too much because I am trying to just do a lighter makeup look. Okay, I always do mascara last, so we'll come back to that. Next thing is bronzer. This has also been my favourite bronzer since I got it. No, it's not when I got that. I got these two at the same time, and then I bought the putty bronzer, that eyeshadow palette, and this putty bronzer brush at the same time. So all I do with this one is I use my finger to draw a line where I want it, and this is definitely the best way that I have found to get it on. If you just put it straight on the brush, it doesn't tend to do very much, I have found, and you can use quite a lot of it. Again, just make sure that you blend it out. So I just tend to put a tiny bit up my forehead and make sure I blend that out too, and go all the way down, and then tend to brush this sort of back towards my face and up. I don't go down with it. But try and make sure that that's blended into, so it doesn't do too much, but I can tell a difference when I've done it. If I want sort of extra bronzing, I will use my Physicians Formula powder one as well and just blend it out. But again, this weekend I'm not too fast. Next thing I'm going to use is the Luminous Putty blush, and this I think is in the colour Bermuda. I've actually got another one coming today and I'm super excited about it. These I really like, but I am finding them a little bit difficult to use. They're quite solid, so I just have to be quite careful. And this one is, I don't tend to use a really bright blusher, and this one is quite bright one, so I have to make sure that I blend it out really well with my finger. But again, I just use my finger to apply this. Makeup brushes have become less of a staple in my makeup routine recently. One thing I don't like doing with this one as much is going quite so high up, so I tend to like go up here with my blusher, but I've just, because it's quite bright, I haven't really been bothering too much. But yeah, that's what that looks like. I really like how it applies. I just find it a little bit hard to use because it is a colour that I'm not used to using, and I'm trying to be more subtle with it, but it doesn't always work. Anyway, next thing is my highlighter. You guys have seen this before, probably in my summer best of makeup or one of my summer videos. Anyway, it is the Rimmel highlight one in Stardust. I absolutely love it. I mean, look at this. Shall I try it over there? Can you see that? Maybe not, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And then I just dust this again using my finger onto my cheekbones, down my nose and up on my eyebrows. And if I really want to brighten up my eyes, I'll put a little bit in a corner, old school style. Last but not least is mascara. So this one, you guys have seen this before. I did a whole first impressions video on this, and it is still one of my absolute favourites. It's the Rimmel Wonder Volume Thrill Seeker mascara in Extreme Black. And yeah, just gonna pick this up so I can get my eyes closer. There we go. That's the difference with when I done and when I not done. And I mean, I will do another coat once I've done this eye, but it does make a massive difference. There we go, and that is my Sunday. I'm filming a couple of videos today, makeup routine. So yeah, just I've really kind of, I don't know, I used it the first time the other day and it was just a bit out of my normal, so I thought I would share it with you guys. Super simple, super easy, mainly applied using my fingers. I absolutely love all of these makeup products that I'm using. That foundation it's just one of the best if you've not used it, because it's Clinique, and a lot of people seem to not like Clinique and go for different brands, but it's one of my favourite foundations. Really, it's fantastic, and it does last all day long. If I was going to work again, I would set it with, I've got a Revolution setting spray which I've really been enjoying using. But other than that, I hope you have enjoyed watching this sort of mini get ready with me / little makeup routine. And if you did, please hit the thumbs up button, comment down below and subscribe if you would like to, because I'd absolutely love to have you here. And I look forward to filming a couple more sit down videos and getting more into filming again very soon. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.